And it's not just about networking; it's about ability. It's like some people out here don't have a way to get to places. It's just a lot of comics out here. I look out, I see them on the face, I see them on IG. They don't have much.
Oh no.
I'm like, I've been there too. I mean, I've been lucky. I married a woman that got me a car before she divorced me. I mean,
wow.
I have strategic marriages. I know how to work the marriages. You know, what I'm saying? It's like, you want to divorce me? Give me that car. You know what I'm saying?
But then sugar mama.
Right. It's like, you go back to Maryland, leave me the car, and we'll be good. But I figured out how to wait. I mean, hustling. I'm a hustler, baby.
You gotta be.
I just want you to know. And we's out here, but there are some out here that don't know how to hustle, that don't know how to get that dollar. I mean,
well,
it's hard.
I feel like this. When you, no disrespect, I hate that old cliche that there's no only stick with plan A, there's no plan B. But my thing is this: if you only stick with plan A and there's no plan B, I feel like this. That's the plan of bullshit.
Right.
That's just my philosophy.
No, it's a great philosophy because you got to have a plan A, B, C, D, and E. If your
Right.
plan A don't work, what the fuck are you going to do? Sit there and try and
Right.
finagle it? Right. Plan A's got to work. Plan A's got to work. If it doesn't work, it don't work.
And to me, that's easier said than done. When you're an established human being and you've been doing it
When
for
you're
a
an
while,
established human being.
No, when you're established
Oh,
as
look
an
at this
artist,
little established human being. Old Dave Him
when
Roscoe.
you established as an artist.
Oh, as an artist, okay.
And you making them fat dollars. It's easy for you to get on a talk show and say that.
True.
Because
True.
it sounds quote unquote good, but they don't know when you lift the veil behind the iron curtain, the curtain behind the iron curtain. They see, oh, this way I had to bend over to get over. I had to lie, cheat, and steal. I had to be with this certain clique. I had to sell my soul to make the money that folds. They don't tell you that part of it. They don't tell you that maybe they use money from when they invest in stocks or real estate that they put that towards their career.
And
which is a wise thing to do.
Right,
in my opinion.
Absolutely wise thing to do. And talk about doing what it takes to get ahead. There was this thing about male comedians wearing dresses. And now I was thinking about that. I jumped into that conversation like recently. Like, I look about it like, whoa, hold up. There's a lot of comedians out here. There were a lot of comedians out here wearing dresses. I'm like, Martin Lawrence, what? Big Mama. I mean, Tyler Perry is not a comedian. Tyler Perry is an actor, but Tyler Perry found his niche. He found his niche in the dress. That is a different thing. Right. But that, I think, that success led to a lot of male comedians in dresses. A lot of things. I mean,
well, even before then, think about this. Rest in peace, Flip Wilson, who did Geraldine. What you see is what you get. That.
Sock it to me, baby. Yeah.
Right. Richard Pryor put on one.
Richard Pryor was bisexual. He was.
Right.
That dude some things. I didn't know like that dude. I didn't know how bi. I was like, holy shit! The books come out like, damn, Richard just fucked it. Richard Pryor fucked everything in the room. Hey, Marlon Brando, come in here, and put your dick in my ass as I fuck this girl over here. Hey, come on, snort this coke off my ass while I bang Marlon Brando. Like, damn, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard was a freak.
He was, but he's still one of the greats.
How's my Richard? Was my Richard pretty good? Was my Richard pretty good?
It didn't sound like goddamn bullshit. This is what I said. What he do? I love Richard. I would listen to the Bicentennial niggas.
Bicentennial nigga.
That nigga's crazy.
That nigga's crazy. Yes.
Live on the Sunset Strip.
He broke all the stereotypes. He broke all the taboos.
Yes, he did.
He just George Carlin, Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor. Yes. Those three broke a lot of rules, and
they did.
And Lenny Bruce paid for it with his career, with his life. George Carlin and Richard Pryor paid for it with a little bit, but then the talent overtook
Paul Mooney,
the trauma,
who's Richard Pryor's writer, one of my favorites. Hilarious.
And because of Richard Pryor, there became Eddie Murphy. Without Richard, there's no Eddie.
Eddie's one of my favorites.
And without Eddie, there's no Dave.
Oh yeah, there's no Dave.
I mean, Richard Pryor was the man, and without Dick Gregory, there's no Richard.
Right.
I mean,
Dick Gregory was another good one.
And it's such a, but then it comes back to why are you women? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart wasn't one of those comedians who was in a dress, but then he was on Saturday Night Live. I didn't know that. I never saw that appearance. I was like, what the fuck is Kevin Hart doing in this dress? Yeah. Why, Kevin? Why are you doing that?
Well, no. Man, I know, it's a trip, but
it is a trip. I'm like, it's a form of control. It's a form of control, a form of emasculating the male,
Yes,
the male comedian. You know, it's like damn.
I look at it like a fine woman. You can have a fine woman that's gorgeous, got beautiful face, nice booty, breasts, got a whole nine, fine, and she be like, man, I really would like to date you, but these are my requirements. And she like this demanding woman that got all these requirements. You be like, dang, she fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. But you're gonna be with her. You're gonna be miserable because you're going against your grain. You ain't standing on your square as a man. And I feel that's what these lot of dudes ain't doing. They ain't standing on their square as a man.
Gotta stand in your square.
Their manhood. Yeah, it's fat dollars, but you being controlled.
That's exactly right. I mean,
and that's something I can't have.
I've been doing this since 1990, 2001, and I could never be controlled. Could never be. Yeah. I don't know if I could. Ray? I don't know what would I do if I got in that situation. Like $50 million if you did this, and this. I don't know. We'll see. Because it's coming. It's going to happen. I'm going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to have a little commercial break in a little bit. No commercial break. We're going to actually have Maria coming down here, sit down.
Come on in. Hey, how you doing?
I like your topic. That's why.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna be actually on the other perspective of what you're talking about a woman who are like, hey, I get standards, blah blah blah. I have this list. You're gonna be on this list, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a very, very long time, I got the highest standards you can get to be at least dating me.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Guess what?
What's what?
I never been happy.
See what I mean?
And then somebody told me, throw away that list and just enjoy life.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Right.
Right? So you see, those lists, your standards is gonna be right there. It's not gonna go down. But if you just keep on looking on guy and okay, he's this, he's tall, he's dark, he has some money, and oh my God, his car is a Corvette. You see?
Right.
You are
superficial stuff.
Yeah.
You are never ever going to be. You'll never ever have fun in your life.
Right.
You'll never ever get there. I believe I will call it free-spirited person.
There you go.
If you are a free-spirited person, I'm talking about.
That's what I am.
Yeah, like, as soon as I throw away that list, let me tell you, I dated all different nationality. I went to what do you call it now? What is that? That sandwich soup place?
Pops? No.
It's just like Subway, but
Subway.
It's not. No, it's like Subway, but it's the other one. I forgot the name. But I went on a date for that, like literally, like.
Porter Subs?
Huh?
Porter Subs, that is?
No.
I know. I think.
So, anyways, so I am like a girl where I'm gonna dress up with my 6 inches heels, going on a date, right? Getting me a limo, those kind of thing. And then as soon as I throw away that list, guess what? I learned so much about other people,
there you go.
about different guys, and different how they treat people. I trade millionaires. I dated millionaires. I dated millionaires before and go with, I used to say I don't even want to go out with a musician.
Right.
I went on a date, a single date with a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already know I wouldn't like it. So, those kind of things. So, you see, stop. Women. I'm talking to women right
Talking
here.
to you, women. She's talking to you, women.
Listen, girl.
You'll never ever find the true love. Well, I never find the true love yet. It's just because I stopped looking or I stopped dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you'll never ever find the love of your life. If there's love, I don't know. I don't really believe in it, but you'll never ever be happy. That's what it is. Happiness, we talk about this. Happiness.
Yes.
Happiness validation is not a happiness. Guys, if you are looking for validation for man because he has money, he has good looks, he has too much friends, he is all over the, he's all everywhere, he's too cocky, he is beating girls.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of guys like there, and I never get that. Yeah, game, but he chose to hit him, but I pull up quick to get with him because I ain't hitting no woman, man. Like, I just don't get it. Yeah, punch his ass. But no, it's like, man, don't put your hands on women. I don't.
Some make you want to do it.
Oh,
though.
no.
Yes, but walk away,
I
guy.
do a walk away.
I walk away. I mean, I've been slapped in the face. Yeah.
Oh, I love doing. Well, I have some few, not a lot, because all the guys that around me are lovers, right? They
Right.
are not haters, but haters. But anyways, every time I get with the men, like I had so many men, but let's just say I have thousands, right? I don't care. Anyways, so whenever I get into a heated conversation with a guy, guess what I do? I am a very good teaser. I like, you wanna hit me? Go ahead and hit me, and they just walk away, right? Yeah, and then the following morning you're calling that man. I'm like, because he walked away. He never actually went off.
Right.
Because, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was talking about this a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, for these last 5 days of my life, I talked to so many people with different scenario.
Nice.
Believe it or not, I'm like, my head is literally like this. But I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, first thing in my life since I was 14 years old, I think, I actually literally put it on stone. No one will ever lay their hands on me.
Good.
Great.
I really put that as my first priority in life. And I said, if I ever see somebody to be in domestic violence, I will be the first
Yes.
advocate for.
Good.
Yeah, I will. Let me give you a story while I did this, so you understand what I am doing.
Absolutely.
So I seen one of my family member being beaten up. She's pregnant, beaten up by the husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I told myself and will never
Okay.
ever. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's a long time ago. So, and then you know what I did? I climbed in the back of the guy and start hitting him.
Nice.
Like, don't you ever do that!
Nice.
Like, literally. And since then, I told myself, guys, if you ever try to do that to me, you'll see the tiger.
And we shouldn't have to see the tiger. Man, just control your damn selves. I'm tired of
Well,
this shit.
I agree with that.
I'm tired of this shit,
Yeah.
man.
But let me ask this. There's two sides to the story. There's a woman's side and there's a man's side. I'm not here to beat down on women, but I gotta be real. Sometimes women, y'all mouth,
yeah.
not all,
Oh.
sometimes your mouth
I agree with
invite
that.
an ass whoop. I'm like, who's at the door? Ass whooping. Because number one, if you don't know how to shut up, if you in your feminine state, okay, you have an agreement about something. I have a point of view. We come. It's no need for us to go back and forth and call each other out our aim.
Yeah.
You see things one way, I respect your point of view, respect mine. We can agree to disagree. But when you jump up in my face and you come out your feminine state, I'm like Black Rob. Whoa, baby, slow down.
Right. No,
cut it
that's
out.
true. That's-
And not all, but a lot of black women, they mouth, you know how they are. They don't know how to shut
Yeah,
the
but it's
fuck
not,
up.
It's
And
not only
this-
black women. It's
no,
all the women.
but more, I get what you're saying. I agree.
But black women,
but black
when they
women,
do it,
to me,
Yeah.
like an old store in Chicago, one stop, non-stop. Just look, motherfucker, and they twirl their finger, their neck be rolling. I'm like, is this motherfucker turn to the Exorcist? And you just want to just be like, bitch, be quiet. And you said it about 5 times,
Yeah.
And I'm like, if bitch, be quiet was a course, black women would fail. I gotta keep it real. I'm sorry, it's the truth.
Did she quiet was a
Well,
And,
women.
and my thing is this: when you jump in a man's face, I'm like, I
Yeah,
tell him
don't
all the
do
time,
that.
I'm a gentleman,
No,
but
don't
that
do
gentleman
that.
go out the window.
Oh, yeah,
You
don't
know,
do
Ray
that.
Love
Yeah.
about to determine the Ray hate, and
Yeah,
I'm
agree
give
with
you a warning.
No,
I don't care if you a child.
I agree with you on that because
Right, you know, no.
women, listen. If you don't like how you being treated by your men, freaking run away.
Right,
Go
just
away.
let them know.
As
you
easy
know.
as that. Like, you know what? I'm done with your shit. Bye.
And I'm the same way. Men got to Men need to step up. They need to. Because I always feel that a man's supposed to be in control. of his emotion, but a man also supposed to be in control of the relationship. That's just me. But when you go woman and you trying to be masculine, you want to win a pants relationship. I tell a woman,
That's
you know,
probably
like Ray Love, like it's a store called Best Buy. Ray Love got a store called Bitch Buy. If you want to win a pants relationship, if you're arguing, if you're mouthing, if you're nagging, if you're too fat, got too many kids, you get away from me tonight. Bitch Buy. That's my motto. I let them know, you know, you could deal with it or not.
Right? Yeah, no, that's
I have my standards.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, you know,
Like,
I respect
here's-
is number one. If you can't respect me, you got to go. You know, I don't need no woman trying to be my mother. I had a mother.
Oh, absolutely.
And
she
the
went-
same thing with the women, you know.
Right,
if you,
yeah.
if you think that you are not being respected and you're not being heard,
Right.
walk away. Walk
Walk
away. It's so
away.
easy.
Walk
like
away.
you know what? You don't want to treat me the way I
Right,
want to
yeah.
be treated. Bye, Bray.
Exactly. I'm the same way. I'm like, cool, because I ain't trying to
Yeah,
hold
then you're
nobody
gonna say,
hostage.
cool, yeah.
Right, I let them go. I let these
Yeah.
women know they look better going than they do coming. You know, so if you don't be bothered with me, it ain't gonna be no love. I don't care if you
Yep.
been together for 5 minutes or 5 decades. You want to leave? Hey,
Did we just
I ain't
become
gonna
the
stop
View?
you.
Are we the View? Did we just become the View?
right? Yeah. I guess you just
the
on
male
my
view.
heart.
The male view.
Male view.
We don't have. There is no male view.
Well,
there really isn't.
I guess on YouTube it is.
No. Well, no. I mean, no. Where?
Well,
Where
not-
is there
not-
like a male
okay.
version of the View
You know,
anywhere?
Well, no,
I
no,
really,
no.
I
You got-
really
you got
want to
men
see
sticking
men empowerment show.
Yeah.
That would be great. You know
Well,
what I mean?
we'll put it like that. That's the problem. To me, don't get me wrong. I love women. I got respect for them. I had a mother. May she rest in peace. And I got 5 older sisters. I'm the youngest.
So, you
5
know,
older
So-
Yes, sir.
sisters.
So he been
That
through
makes
it
a-
all.
That no. See,
He been
that makes
through
all
it
the
all.
sense. That makes complete sense when you say I'm gonna kick a woman's ass because
No.
women been kicking your ass since you were born.
Yeah, true.
Since
Yes.
you were born, since you was like 2 months old, you like dad. They were like putting your ass around like a
Oh
fucking
yeah.
soccer ball.
Well, you know, I had
Oh
a
my-
father too.
But
Get
guess what? Because he's been around for so many women in his life, he is the most respectable male. Because you know what? He been through there. He knows their mindset because that's what
to
he.
some degree.
Mother, great mother,
Yeah.
grew up, my mother,
Yeah,
grandmother, great aunt, and
Right.
sister. I grew up with all of them.
You,
so
you,
I-
women,
I was
women-
around them, but-
women might be like acting with you like, oh what you did, and then you're like, dude, my
Right.
sisters did that with me. Shut up.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is this.
Yeah.
I would always get in trouble because, like, when we go to the mall, you know, I hung with my sister. I didn't want to be with them because I'm a boy. I'm to be trying to flirt with the cute girls. And I'm going like, why you was going? I'm like, go, pow. And they go, I'm like, y'all go to 10 different stores. I got a short attention span. I'm looking at the shoes. My home like, what's up, boy? What's going on? You know, because I'm a boy because I want to go outside, play kick with the homies, or I want to go hoop. You know, that's my thing. You know, that's why I say, not trying to get off track. A boy need to hang around his when he
He's
when
a
he
boy
get back about 5'5", he need to be around his father, some male,
That is true.
an adult male, because it takes a man to raise a boy. I'm sorry, I gotta keep it
that's
real.
very true.
And-
Thank goodness
yeah.
I had a father.
You know, it's really funny because I grew up with my male cousins,
Mhm.
so I'm not a tomboy. I tried to, but they told me that you are too girly to be a tomboy. That's what they told me.
Man, that's what I like. Femininity.
That's my cousins. My guy cousins told me
Yeah.
that no, you're not. You're too pretty. You're too
Yes.
pretty. You're too. You know, you cannot. You cannot. That's what they told me. Like what? Yeah, so-
and you know, Maria, one of my biggest pet peeves, like I talk about in my comedy, like I tell women all the time, I don't like strong women. I don't. I said the only thing I like strong in a woman is your mouth for giving head and your vagina for squeezing it. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. You know, like I want to
Mouth
talk about, I'm
and
strong.
vagina
They love I'm
squeezing.
strong.
Got it.
I'm like, you strong, bitch, do some push-ups. I don't like strong women. To me, a strong woman ain't nothing but a mouthy argument of woman. I'm sorry, you know, it is. I like your strength is in your femininity. If you know how to be feminine, a man will fight a grizzly bear. You know, if you honey, this is what I need. You know, you come in and you stand in your feminine state. You know, you ain't demanding or controlling. You ain't trying to match his energy. You stand in your feminine state. You know, like I don't want no woman talking about let's go to the park and let's go hoop. No. Out of here. Nah, what the fuck?
You don't want no love in
That's
basketball?
Nah.
That's probably I cannot find a man, huh?
Oh, that's
Because I tell them,
I don't want
I
that
tell them
shit.
what to do. Hey, this is how you gonna dress. This is how much you spend for this month, and you
Damn.
know, this is if you spend more than this month, then you're gonna have to give me more. No, just kidding.
Okay, well, that's
Right,
something
you know.
we'll work on.
And to me, I'm like men is simple. All we want, is a woman that's gonna be, nice looking, attractive, curvy, not too skinny, not fat. We want a woman that definitely that's gonna follow our lead, be submissive, that's gonna cook clean.
No way.
No, I'm
No.
just telling you. I'm not
Women-
talking about. I'm just talking for me.
So
Women
basically, you're
cannot
just
be
talking about
submissive.
being like alone for the rest of your life. That's basically what you're saying.
No.
Or are you gonna go
That-
overseas to get a
that-
wife from
that
Thailand?
is too
Definitely.
depressing.
How's it depressing? What
not
do you
that-
think you got? Okay, just check it out.
You get a
Then,
Japanese wife?
Yeah,
What
oh,
is this?
yeah.
Cook, clean, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No,
Clean,
yeah, I don't like no
honey,
mouthy woman,
Food
you know.
is ready.
You damn right. I like some shut up in this.
Hey,
I like some shut
can-
up in this.
can
I don't
I
like no liberal woman,
Can I
a
get your
feminist.
sock so I can clean it up? Fuck you,
right.
Ray.
The
No,
boy
no,
on penis is
Okay.
clean.
Okay. You damn right. Now I'm not saying. Now don't get me wrong. I like a woman who has a mind of her own. She can have a voice.
You
can have
don't,
that agree-
because you don't want a mouthy woman. That's
No, yeah, I don't want
Every
a woman
wo-
that fancy talking about. Well, I don't like this on the wall. Well, bitch, get off the wall then. Fuck is you, Michael Jackson? Off the wall. Off your monkey ass out of here. Fuck out of here. Now, I can see she stayed with Ray. You know what I was thinking? This would be a better color for this because it coordinates with the couches and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, cool,
Right.
do your thing.
Hey, the
Because she's
reason,
the woman.
the reason why women actually speak up nowadays because they are now smarter than guys.
No, you don't really speak up because this bullshit feminist movement had brainwashed their ass. And then you got these monkey bitches who talking about they millionaires and talking about I'm a boss chick, but deep inside they go home crying because they miserable because they ain't got no man because these bitches want to be one.
Okay.
Come on, why
We
you think
are-
Taraji
But
Henson is miserable? She
Well,
make $25
listen,
million, $30 million a year. She miserable. Wanna know why? Because she ain't got no man to share it with. She ain't in her feminine state.
Okay.
Hey, we have we have
Come
dildos
on.
these days. We have dildos. We don't need men.
Oh!
Dildo. Could a dildo talk back? No.
Yeah, no, they
Can
don't.
a dildo provide and protect? No.
But the
That's why
women
the
want
dildo-
exactly what you want, a dude that shut the fuck up. And dildos don't talk, just like you don't
Yeah,
want nobody
so-
to talk.
so
So you're
the-
looking for basically a blow-up doll with
No,
blood.
no,
A blow-up doll that
no,
can
no.
cook.
Japanese-
Now see, a blow-up dog
You know,
don't have
go-
a man
go
of
to
their own.
Asian
A
countries.
blow-up dog can't clean. A blow-up dog can't give me head. A blow-up dog can't,
Yes,
can't,
it
can't
can!
bear
That's
children.
what a blow-up doll's
A blow-up
for!
dog can't bear children.
That's what a blow-up doll's
A blow-up
for!
dog can't be in a companion. A blow-up dog I can't spend the rest of my life with.
Sure you can. I mean, they're
I mean, I can
pretty,
do it by
they're pretty
myself.
biodegradable.
Did you see?
Yeah, but see, the air blow out of them.
Did you see the new robot, sex robot?
Yeah,
now?
it's
they
getting-
can talk back to you now.
It's getting ridiculous, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they-
getting ridiculous with the sex robots, Ray. You're
Yeah.
gonna
I
love
said,
that sex.
I had a sex robot. She's like, "Hello, sexy." That motherfucker
No,
was doing a
yeah,
robot.
they-
I took her to the club, and she got rusty on me. It was raining. I was like, I wish it wouldn't rain. Oh yeah, cause that motherfucker, she was stuck, in a King Tut clothes.
Are you
and-
married?
No,
What do you think?
Yeah,
Of course he's
that's why-
not.
that's why
Of
I
course
don't
he's
know.
not married.
No. Trust me, it's a lot of dudes that's
Did
married
you?
with
Do
my
you have
mind.
girlfriend?
No, I got some females that I got some possibilities. Well, see, no, it's like
Booty
a phase
calls.
hand.
He's got a lot of booty
right,
calls.
Right.
Booty call,
it's like I'm
booty
looking
call,
up,
booty call,
Booty call.
booty call,
Yeah,
booty
right,
call.
Right?
Yeah.
Like one night stand or
No, many
I-
night stands, several night stands. It's not always
or
one.
whatever you call it. And then just okay, you're done. Leave me alone. I'll call you when I need you.
Yeah, that's the booty
kind of
call.
thing?
Yes, that's exactly what a booty call.
Well, put it like this.
Booty call with laundry.
Um,
You want booty calls with
What
laundry?
is
No.
what is booty calls with laundry?
Booty
No.
call, the woman has sex with you and then does your clothes.
What?
Booty call with
Women
laundry.
don't you do that, motherfucker?
We love booty calls with laundry, ladies.
No.
Give us the booty calls with laundry.
See, and that's another thing. When they let the society and they let BS old bulldogging bitches like Oprah or these other crazy women get in their ear and get them out their feminine state, and they let that bullshit feminist movement mess their mind up. Then they wonder why they ain't got no man. Cause bitch, you're trying to be one.
You like the husband
I
in the
wanna
color
be-
purple,
yeah.
aren't you? You like
No,
you like
no,
that.
no,
It's like
I-
not cold enough. You
No, I ain't like that. No. I just got certain.
Oh.
I just like women to stay in a feminine state.
No, I
That's
feel
just
you.
what I
I
like.
feel you on
know?
that.
And
I
my
do.
thing is this, you had to talk about,
Don't-
what if you want a traditional woman, you better traditional man. I'm
All
gonna
right.
always be
Well,
that.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Do you think you see? I don't know if you notice that a lot of women nowadays is speaking up more than men. Do you think it's because of the food that we eat now? Have you seen that? It's kind of like I see a lot of soft men nowadays, and women are kind of like.
And trust me, let me tell you something. Women can say, talking about they want to be the boss. You don't want to be the boss. You like the idea of being the boss. And then too, when you bossing around, you lose respect for him. He's a pussy motherfucker. Trust me, you ain't turned on by that.
No, there are women that do want to
no,
be bosses.
No,
They
there
absolutely.
are men that actually.
And there are men that do not want to be bosses. There are a lot of men out here that do not want to be bosses. They're
They call bitch ass niggas. That's they call.
they're called cucks.
Right, suckers.
Well, not suckers because they get things done with the women that are bosses. I mean, they're not suckers. They're living. There's a lot of suckers out here working.
I don't know if you noticed, but there is an A personality. You see the A personality and I think there's I forgot the names. Okay, I just put A, B, C. A personality, B, and C.
Right.
Most of the time, the AA doesn't actually match together
No,
because
A
they want to be
personalities
boss.
Right, yeah, that's the
so that's why
problem.
a lot of A's goes with the B or C.
Right.
I believe the C is more of tough men, but or women, but they are also they also goes
Soft.
with what you want.
Soft.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah.
they're-
See,
I don't mind a woman working a job, having a house or car. That's cool. But when you have to
No,
throw, to me, you
no,
show.
you're double standard
Right.
now. Because you want a man that working, but you want them to do everything. Doesn't work that way.
Alright. See what I mean? This magic wand, this like he Chuck Norris, and then Return of the Dragon.
You cannot have-
no.
This is a
You
radio
cannot-
show. This is a radio show right
Yeah.
here. We need to be
You
a radio
cannot
show.
you cannot have both.
Shit.
Okay, no.
Okay,
you cannot.
time out. Okay, well, cool. Check this out. Okay, now, you want to be the boss. What you say you do, which is some bullshit. Let me ask you this. You like the idea of being a boss, but you don't like the requirements, the duties it is to be a boss. That's why I can't stand women call themselves a boss. How can you be a boss when you ain't got no fucking employees?
Well,
How can you be a boss when you don't know you never been a good employee first? How you gonna be a boss when you don't have the right training? It's not in you. Your job, a woman's nature is to be nurturing.
No,
man's job
that's
is to
not true.
provide protection. Yes, it.
No,
All right.
because because in the animal world, who does the hunting in the lion's pride?
Yeah, the man does.
No, the woman hunts. The man stays home with the kids. This is true.
Really?
This
Yeah,
is true.
I think I
The
heard
women do the hunting. Seriously, they go find and kill the meat and bring it to the They bring it to the pride for food.
Oh.
The man procreates and pretty much sits on his ass. That's what happens in the jungle. All right, it's not always
Wow.
women who are demure. No,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Black Widow. Women, all Black Widows are female. They mate with their man
That's
and then
true.
kill them immediately.
And then
Immediately.
Yeah.
Those grasshoppers, not the grasshoppers, the praying mantis. Praying mantis, the female praying mantises mate with the males and then they eat their fucking heads. So this
What
is
the
not a
heck?
thing.
Yeah, but that's 3 out
You
of
want a
100.
no, but there's a lot more. That's just 3 of them, but there's a lot more.
Listen.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
think what you're trying to say, if you female out there, if you want to be the boss, then provide. Provide. Let your
It's
mind.
gonna take you out your feminine state.
But
it's kind of like a dude.
who made the feminine state? Males. Males made the feminine state. Males describe the feminine state. Males.
No.
Yes, males wrote down. Males.
Okay,
males
women-
make the rules to what it is to be a female. They don't. Females never made these rules. Males did. Males said you got to be this, and this. You got to be pure. You got to cook clean. You were making the rules.
I
You
ain't
know what
making
those
the
rules. Yes, you know.
I'm saying for what I know for how women act. I know
They
the feminine
they
state,
act the
and
way
I know
that men.
say.
They act the way that men want them to act because men have ruled the freaking world for centuries.
Well, yeah, that's
But
our job.
that's why women today are snapping back because they really never had an opportunity to snap back, because they never really had the option to snap back. Now they do. Now they actually can speak up and talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes, they have the opportunity to snap back. It
No,
started with
but if you look at the history of the feminist movement, they tell you about it. They put it. It was in an article in the '60s about this. And my thing is this: think about this, how it messed up the black community. Now, when it came to welfare, they took what, the man out the home, and they gave it to the woman, and the woman did not have to have a man that provide, protect, and they had to kick out of home, especially like the black community. And black people, they were married in the 50s, 60s, stuff like that. But look at it now. You got all these single mothers, baby mamas.
Yes,
this is
because-
a real.
And you got women who
Yes,
raise
you know
that
why they're
stuff.
single mothers? Because they don't want to be. They don't have to be with the asshole man that they made the baby
But see,
with.
that ain't all the thing. But
That was
check it
most
out.
of the thing.
But time, it's two sides to a story. If you know a dude's no.
But there wasn't. Not for years. There
no.
wasn't two sides because the man always had the side. The man always had the law. The man always had the power. Always.
True.
Always, right? Right?
But
Right?
check
Okay.
but check this out. You got women who, if they claim they would be so damn smart, they know a dude is a no good piece of shit. And the dude will tell her he don't want no kids, but then they trying to keep the kid from the man, which a lot of women do. And then now they put the man on child support. He didn't want to be a father, but till he step up to the plate, he want to see his kid, and they keeping the kid from him. And then too, you had this too, which it happened with me with my youth. The woman had the power. She had turned his son against his father. The father's gonna be a good dude. He's trying to raise this dude to be right, or the young girl needs her father, and they turn. You know how women dare talk bad about the father in front of the kid. Let me finish. I ain't say all. I said, and I've seen this game happen so many times, and then the kids grow up hating their father, and you got young girls who grow up who got so much hate towards men. They have no respect, especially in the black community, for male authority figure. And then, because they ain't had no father coming up, and they felt their father wasn't worth jack, but little they know their mother lied to them, and then told how the father wasn't nothing, but the father always wanted to be there. He didn't want no kid, but he was going to step up, be the play. He wanted to be in the child's life, but the mother kept him away from him. They don't never tell that side of the story, because women will always tell you the whole truth. They're going to tell you their side to make them look good. Just like in a relationship, a woman's all going to tell her side of the story. A man or step will say, you know what, I did this, that was wrong. Hey, I hold myself accountable. He ain't always gonna blame the woman. He gonna talk about some bad stuff she did, but a man always gonna stand on his square. A real man gonna say what he did wrong. But men don't never get a chance to tell his side of the story. That's just like with Ike and Tina. Tina Turner was a no good. Even Judge Joe Brown talked about how she was a witch. She had a nasty attitude. Ike may have hit her maybe once, which was wrong, but he don't never tell how she was mean-spirited, how she was cursed from the kids, and Ike was a good dude. They don't never tell that side of the story.
Then why didn't he walk away?
Well, maybe he did, but see, that movie, but the trailer made him look like that. We never heard Ike's side of the story, and that was just a movie.
Well, then why didn't he make his own side of the story? Ike Turner had his own damn side. If he had his side, he had a chance to make his side. He could have said, "Yo, man, I want to make my side of the story." He could have had a movie his own damn self. He was one half of a very powerful group. If he had a side to sell, he could have done it. He could have done it. He did not.
Who's to say he didn't want to?
Who's to say? But he didn't. He didn't. Let's not
True,
miss words about it, Ray.
Who-
If he had something to say, he should have said it, but he didn't. Tina has something to say, she did. And that's what matters. Okay?
Right.
If Ike has a side, say it. Say that shit. Put it in the record. Put it in writing. Let's see it. Let's see something about it. Then fine, we can have this discussion. But we can't because he didn't. So what we know is what we know.
True.
That he was a dick. That he beat Tina. And every freaking rapper never let us forget it. Because almost every other rapper, blah, 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 like Ike beat Tina.
Right.
I mean, literally, every other rapper is talking about Ike beating Tina. There's nothing the other way around. And if we're going to talk about this, we just have to give it up for the fact that men have been complete bastards from the beginning of time. We have treated women like total shit since the beginning of time. We still treat women like shit right now. We pretty much want them to be concubines and shut the fuck up, make babies, and cook, and stay in the freaking kitchen barefoot. That's what a lot of motherfucking men want. And because a lot of women don't want that, we have this conflict going on now. And I understand. I had to go through the same shit. My mother kept me away from my dad because they were arguing. She wasn't great about it, and I know all about all that. But that wasn't always the case with all. And I'm telling you, it is complicated, but we got to. Men did not own up to their shit all the time, even 50% of the time.
True.
I mean, let's face facts.
True.
If we're going to talk about it, it has to be okay. It has to be. It's not even 50-50. It's not even 60-40. It's men beating the shit out of women, and women hadn't taken.
But you know what I found out? Women say they want this good guy, but they don't. They like a dude that got a little edge to him. They like a dude that's
a little edge, but not beating the shit out of him.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. Too. And you got some women who attract to a dude who has most women. They attract to the players.
They are.
The dude who got swag. And you
Well,
can't
yeah,
blame
we're
them.
players,
Because people, like those saying is, women will say this. They don't want to tell you this. Nobody wants a man that nobody other women don't want.
That
That's
is
why
true.
attract a dude that got other
That
women.
is true.
Let's keep it real.
I'm
Let's
gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real by saying that we have to end it now. We have to end it here because we've been doing this for a minute, man.
That's cool. Yes, sir.
Okay, Maria, do we have to think of another name for this show, like the Vegas View or something, or do we stick with Comedy Night Live? Because I like what's happening here.
Okay,
I like what
cool.
we did here.
Yeah.
So we're looking at if we don't stick with Comedy Night Live, whatever. But right now, I like what we did. This is fun. Did you have fun,
that was
bro?
cool, man.
This is fun. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna play.
Everybody got their point of view. That's beautiful. Man.
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching Comedy Night Live.
And Ray, why don't you give them your 30 seconds of goodbye?
Okay, goodbye. Thank you, Miss Maria, for having us here. Thank you, my brother Kelly from Another Mother for being here. Too bad my man Las Vegas wasn't here. But wish you the best, my man. But glad to be here. And come out Tuesday. Come check me out at the Stuffed Turkey on Decatur and Sahara. I'll be there Tuesday doing my thing.
Ray Love in the house. And how do you reach you on the Instagram?
You can check me out on Ray Love 844. That's RAYLOVE 844.
All right. And I'm Kelly Lee Williams on Instagram. I'm Kelly Lee Williams on Facebook. I'm Kelly Lee Williams on. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not very creative. Everything's Kelly Lee Williams. But I just want to say, this has been an amazing show. I didn't know what was going to happen. I had a feeling that nobody was going to show again, but I didn't know that Lex wasn't going to show this time.
Me neither.
But what did happen is a synergy thing. Is a good thing because Maria's like this. She liked what I was talking about earlier. She jumped in and then we started talking. Then you start talking. Shit, we got into a hell of a conversation.
Yes.
And this conversation needs to happen.
Yes, it
more
does.
often. I like this
People
conversation.
with different perspectives.
Yes,
I like that.
different perspectives. So.
And it's respectable.
That's respectable.
It got a little heated, but it was respectful.
Yeah,
I love it.
But I like heated because we can be heated without we can disagree without being disagreeable.
Absolutely, without being rude or
about
mean
being rude.
spirit.
Yeah,
exactly.
you know what? Except for fuck you, grandma, fuck you, granddad, fuck you, mom.
No,
fuck
we
you.
gotta go
Okay,
there.
we're not gonna do that.
We
but,
ain't gotta go there.
Come to my show Saturday night at 310 West Utah Avenue.
Oh, is this Saturday?
Old School New Soul
I gotta
this
come
Saturday,
through, yes.
8 o'clock. Hit me up for information. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. This has been a wonderful time. Comedy Night Live is out, and we are out of here.
Peace. Great show, man. It was fun.